a main event. The NWA Anarchy World Television Championship hanging in the balance as Caprice Coleman. Caprice Coleman defending against Truitt Fields. I'll tell you, one of the most least liked and one of the most hated competitors in Anarchy history, I believe.
Well, Truitt Fields was one of the most popular competitors here in Anarchy, and then he got smart, and what he did was he dropped the weight that was Ace Rockwell. He dropped the weight of the fans on his shoulders, and now he's doing it for himself. And look at that physique. Have you ever seen a more fabulous physique on a young man than Truitt Fields? No, you haven't. I can answer that for you.
Well, there are very many impressive physiques in the world of professional wrestling. Plenty here at NWA Anarchy, too, and indeed. But the physique notwithstanding, the transformation this young man has gone through over the past couple of months has been nothing short of alarming, if you ask me. But frankly, the proof's in the pudding as he's going for the Anarchy World Television Championship. And against Caprice Coleman. Caprice Coleman might be my favorite competitor to ever set foot here in the NWA arena. And he's one of the reasons that I'm sitting in Greg Hunter's place this evening, because it's one of my honors to be calling a match featuring the great Caprice Coleman, the World Television Champion for NWA Anarchy.
You mean if Caprice wasn't here, you wouldn't be here?
Damn straight.
I got to remember that one. Flatten tires next time.
Oh, 4 of them?
4 of them. But Caprice Coleman is in the ring. He may be the champion, but he's in there against a man that was the longest reigning television champion in the history. Holding that title over 18 months was Truitt Fields. Very short, just short of holding it for 2 years. And I mean, he was up against some of the toughest competition here in NWA Anarchy. Of course, losing that championship to Sean Tempers, but now has a chance to regain it from Caprice Coleman, who is a multiple-time television champion himself.
That's true, and all the competitors that Caprice Coleman went through to retain that TV championship during his days at Anarchy, as well as NWA Wildside, it's been nothing short of astounding. We're talking about competitors like the likes of Corey Chavis, the athlete formerly known as Rain Man. I mean, so many others. What a consummate athlete that Caprice Coleman is. However, now we are talking about Truitt Fields, a man who's got many, many gifts indeed. But is he hungry enough? Is he hungry enough?
Well, it was just a couple of weeks ago at Hardcore Hell that Truitt Fields, after his match with Ace Rockwell, a match that I felt Truitt Fields won because Ace Rockwell, there was just no way he could continue. Referee throws the match out. And then Ace Rockwell's girlfriend, who I've learned her name is Jen, got in Truitt Fields' face, and Truitt Fields did what any man would do when a woman gets in his face, and he put her in her place. And now all of a sudden there's all this hatred and this, they're mocking Truitt Fields for laying his hands on a woman, and I, for one, can say I don't blame him.
You are for one, because you're the only one saying that. No one in their right mind would agree with such a ridiculous thing. You've got your head directly inserted, John the Body Johnson.
Why do you always got to use big words? All I said was Truitt Fields did what he did was right.
So what he in fact did was reprehensible, putting your hands on a woman who is not involved in the matchup, and solely because she's the girlfriend of Ace Rockwell was the only reason that Truitt Fields got involved, to get under Ace Rockwell's skin, and frankly, Truitt Fields was successful at doing just that. But I don't think I would like to have a fuming mad Ace Rockwell on my heels.
Well, you can tell that he's not even thinking about Ace Rockwell or Ace Rockwell's girlfriend. Right now, his mind is set on Caprice Coleman.
No. Truitt Fields' mind is set on himself. The man is one of the most self-centered people I've ever set foot here in the NWA arena. He's completely Truitt Fields based. Maybe he's more inclined to go after Caprice Coleman. Watch what happened. Beautiful drop kick right on the target. Coleman rolls up. Only a 2 count.
Only a 2 count right there. And you see Truitt Fields wanted to take a timeout. I don't blame him. I think you should give him that. And he obviously had enough time.
I'm pretty sure the timeout rule in wrestling hasn't been established yet. If it does, you're the first person I'll tell. Timeout for wrestling.
I've always been an advocate for timeout in pro wrestling.
Yeah, I'll bet you have. You in the brain as Caprice Coleman goes sailing back first into the turnbuckles. Things are going the way of Truitt Fields right now. Now a chop that echoes throughout the hallowed halls of the NWA arena. Or I think it's just termites, actually, but that's okay.
Well, it could be, but Truitt Fields, he knows what it's like. You can see the hunger. You can see the anger on his face. He wants that television championship around his waist one more time. He wants to hold it for another 18 months, maybe 18 years.
Yes, but beating Caprice Coleman to do it. Oh, just look, young man. Beautiful backdrop.
You know, I know you're a big fan of Caprice Coleman, Prazak. I don't know if you know this or not, but Caprice Coleman spent a tour to the Middle East and was instrumental in releasing and having the ban lifted on professional wrestling in the country of Kuwait. Was over there on a goodwill mission, came back to the NWA arena, competed very heavily for that national championship, and narrowly twice defeated the national champion Phil Shatter, who himself is entering his 15th month as NWA national champion.
Quite an accomplishment indeed. Phil Shatter not with us here in NWA Anarchy this week, but I'm sure in the next few weeks the NWA national champion will make an appearance here. And Truitt Fields not paying attention to his opponent. I think he's trying to look at his reflection in the big wrestling vision here.
Well, you know, if you had a physique and a face like that and the girls were swooning over you, you would admire yourself on the big screen too.
That's very well and good if you're wrestling yourself, but that's only something that John the Mighty Johnson does when the lights are off.
What?
I was wondering why your right arm is bigger than the left, but we'll go into that story another time. Punch that message that is thrown on from Caprice Coleman, but certainly does not, and Truitt Fields in a heap. 2 count only. And the TV champion still has his hands full of Truitt Fields.
Caprice Coleman, right now he's in control of Truitt Fields, but you know, he needs to stop wasting time here, because that's just going to come back to bite you, and you see Truitt Fields getting the control and has his man backed up against the ropes there.
And a picture-perfect power slam. Almost a 3 count, dangerously close to a new world television champion for NWA Anarchy there.
And wait a minute.
We're getting word that there's some trouble afoot backstage, and I don't know if the camera's picking up. There's a disturbance backstage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, okay, well, let's just call the action in the ring. Let them be concerned about backstage, as we're talking about the World Television Championship hanging in the balance here.
And right now that headlock is entrenched on Caprice Coleman, using the leverage to his advantage is Truitt Fields. Looking for a submission is Brent Wiley. Now I will say this, I don't think Caprice Coleman's going to be the one that just quits.
Well, Caprice Coleman is not one to quit. I don't believe he's ever quit in his career. There are some losses, there are very few, but quitting is not in the Caprice Coleman vocabulary, although Coleman has definitely been hammered by Truitt Fields. You spice up, but great Truitt. You've got an opponent and a World TV champion to go after, and unfortunately the time he spent flexing and voguing has come back to bite him. And Caprice Coleman, a volley full of fists, and Truitt Fields, well, he's wobbling. He's wobbling.
You know, I had to say this.
Look, night nurse.
I had to tell you, I mean, I'll say it's the same thing for Truitt Fields. He wasted way too much time with Caprice Coleman with the television titles on the line. It's the gold, it's the money. You go for it. Springboard back leg lariat there by Caprice Coleman.
Oh, Truitt Fields has been rocked. The World TV champion, Coleman, has got Fields right where he wants him. High, back toss. And Caprice Coleman perhaps sees victory in his sights. Heading up to the top turnbuckle, the northwestern corner of the ring. Caprice Coleman on his opponent. Whoa, what hang time. But Truitt Fields takes the momentum.
Do you hear? Hey, whoa. What is it? Wait a minute.
Ace Rockwell. Get him back, good Lord.
What is that? Ace Rockwell. What's the truth? And some of the staff here, there's some guys out there are holding back Ace Rockwell.
Half the dressing room is out here holding back Ace Rockwell.
Truitt Fields antagonizing him. You can see what's going on. Truitt Fields saying, let him go.
Oh, Fields is loving this.
He's taking his eyes off the prize. He needs to admire himself in the front again. Wait a minute, roll up.
And Caprice Coleman retains the World TV Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this matchup, and still NWA World Television Champion, Caprice Ice Coleman.
Impressive victory by the World TV champion for sure. But frankly, it was Ace Rockwell trying to make an appearance here and trying to get his hand around the neck, around the substantial neck. I'm sure it feels. Oh, here he comes again.
He broke through a can.
The anger that's coming through the very pores of Ace Rockwell knows no bounds. Oh man, the matchmakers of NWA are going to have to do something about this situation.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Truitt Fields, he doesn't seem to even care that he lost this match for the television championship. He just wants to get in the face.
He just blocked Rockwell. And Rockwell is livid. He is livid.
Truitt Fields smacked the taste out of his mouth and ran off.
Hold on a minute, Ace. Hold on. Truitt, get your tail back out here. Truitt Fields, bring yourself back to the ramp, boy. Hey. Truitt, you pushing suspension, son. Hang on a second. Ace, I know how you feel. But it's exactly what he wants you to do is get frustrated. So earlier tonight, we're talking about fan appreciation on the 29th. So I tell you what, let's do it right. Because I want you to get him as bad as anybody in this building does. So in 2 weeks, I will come out here, as I've done a bunch of times before, and I will let you know where the end for you is coming at the hands of this man. In 2 weeks, Truitt Fields, I will think of a way that Ace Rockwell can get the revenge he is so deserving of. Nope, not tonight. Brent, get him out of here. 2 weeks, you'll find out, big man.
Well, there we hear from Jerry Palmer in 2 weeks.
Hey, in 2 weeks, I promise you, I will come up with an idea that on the 29th, nobody has ever had a better opportunity to get payback than you will.
Once again, Jerry Palmer reiterating that. Fans, we're running out of time. We'll see you in 7 days. For Stephen Prazak, John Johnson, so long.